Yo, what's good, chat? What's good? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I figured I'd go live. I go live. What's good, guys? What's good, Larry? What's good, Thal? What's good, John? Ramazan Temirov W. Let's go. We'll do it. I'm gonna break down the entire card, and we're gonna go over UFC 313 as well. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get it. Just want to make sure my mic is good. Everything's good. Yo, what's good, Hernanov? Let's go. I'm glad you're here, my guy. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Thank you guys for being here. I'm not going to build up the anticipation too much. Let's go. What's good, guys? Long time no see. Long time no see. It's a Monday. I know I normally go live on Tuesday, but I figured maybe I might not be able to on Tuesday, so I might just go live today. And if anything, we'll do two streams in one day. So let's go. Let me know if I'm lagging. Let me know what's going on. We got money line tonight too. So after this, I figured I take the afternoon shift. Money line's gonna be on later tonight. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be great. Let's go. I'm gonna break down the entire UFC 313 card first. Go over it with the polls. Break down our thoughts, our initial thoughts on everything. What we think about the fight. How we think about the fight. And we can talk about UFC 315, 316. And we obviously know maybe Merab versus Suga is going to be happening the second time, the rematch. We're going to see what's going on. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's go. Uzbek Power, Uzbekistan. Those guys are absolute demons. So, let's go. I hope you guys are having a great day, all you guys. Let's go. Let's get into it. So, I'm going to break down UFC 313, but if anybody has any questions about, we can look at UFC Asu ALMABAYEV versus Manel Kape. We can look at it real quick, go over it. What do you guys think? You guys think I'm going to have a good lock of the week or not? You guys think the lock of the week streak continues to 3 or what's going to happen? We know Anthony Fluffy Hernandez came in clutch for me, but he lost that first round just like Brendan Allen always wins that first round. Looked amazing, and then Fluffy Hernandez was able to take over the second and third round. With this fight right here, though, Manel Kape versus Asu ALMABAYEV, Cody Brundage versus Julian Marquez, Nasrat Haqparast versus Estimar Ribovics. Maybe we could snipe a good lock of the week. I'm thinking for 6 best bets, maybe I can get a good style and a nice little run-up. And I'm thinking maybe we could play like a little over 2.5 for the main event. And let's do it. So we're going to break down UFC 313 first. We're going to get right into it. Enough yip yap. If you guys have any questions, let's get into it. Any locks, anything. Yo, Larry, what's good, Larry? Larry, what is up, bro? I don't think I said hi to you, bro. What's good, my guy? Let's go. Guskov KO, Ruziboev KO, Temirov KO inbound. Year is good for Uzbeks. Yes. Very good. Very good. These guys are some of the best athletes from Uzbekistan. Are from some of the best athletes in the UFC. There's a wave coming in, and there's a similarity in these Uzbek stands. They're really good. All of them are really good. Lock streak continues. Yes, we know I messed up with lock of the week with Cody Steele, but that happens. It happens. Lock of the week is very tricky. I'm gonna try to snipe a good lock of the week. I'm going to be. I saw Jacob from We Want Picks. He had a good lock of the week. His lock of the week was Cody Brundage for this Saturday. I think it's a pretty good lock of the week. Cody Brundage is an underdog. I thought he was going to go Charles Johnson, but we know that fight's going to be very close, so let's go. Give me 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Okay, let's go. Not trying to consume too much of your time. Let's go. Thank you guys for all being here. Let's go. If you guys could like the stream, let's get it. I'll try to get a little bit better with my timing. It's probably going to be most of the time after 5 p.m. Let's go. Yes, sir, though. Let's go, though. I think I have my confident plays. You know, I'm a money line guy or a parlay guy. Yes, I know, bro. Dude, you are really good with your lock of the week, too, Hernanov. Hernanov is underrated with his lock of the week. Just Buckley. I'm just gonna every time I see Hernanov in lock, all I think is Buckley. Buckley. He's called every single Buckley win since Buckley's been at welterweight. I think Chepe, Chepe inside the distance, Gomis, Ribovics, and Kape. I like it. 4-leg parlay. I know a lot of people were saying Chepe Mariscal at a minus 400 is too big, too much of a big favorite. We're going to see how the props look. Maybe we could do Chepe Mariscal by points. Maybe we go Chepe by decision, because we know that this guy's a little bit of a decision machine. Ricardo Ramos maybe wins the first round, and we'll see how that goes. I think Chepe Mariscal should be able to win that fight. How do you think Fluffy versus Prime Usman at middleweight would go? John Dong with the great questions. I think it would be an absolute banger fight. We know Usman has a little bit of trouble with his knees, but Prime Usman is a problem for anybody. And at middleweight, we saw him go up to middleweight against Hamza Chimaev. In my opinion, that was a draw. We know Fluffy Hernandez kind of gets reversed a lot against Brendan Allen. He's, going for it. He's not really a finisher. I think Usman could take that by decision, but that would be absolutely insane. Usman's takedown defense is one of the best in the game. So, let's go. Great question, by the way. I also had Cody Steele, don't worry. Yeah. The thing is, I saw something where like 11 out of 17 fighters undefeated have already lost their O. Yo, Infected. My guy, let's go, my guy. Let's go. I'm glad to see you here, my guy. Let's go. Marion Santos, Leo, D. Jordan, Santos, Ruffy, Bahamondes, Pereira, Gaethje, Poatan for 313. Crazy long shot parlay. Let's go. I think I'm picking. We'll go over it right now. Let's go. Larry, I have D. Jordan and Bahamondes 2-leg already. Let's go. Perfect. What's good, Infected? Let's go. Chepe, Pinto, Gomis, Danny Silva, Ribovics, Barlow. I agree with all those. The thing is, though, long shots are crazy, bro. I had, let's look at the last part. Let's look at UFC Seattle. Dude, I had Gene Masamoto in a parlay, and I should not have put him in a parlay because, dude, Rob Font got that decision. Whether it was right or wrong, it was a very good fight. And Gene Masamoto started leaking like crazy. I did my predictions. I submitted all my predictions. And what Tapology belt are you guys? Because when I look at my Tapology belt, I don't want to leak anything. I've been a member since February 26, 2024. So 2 days from today, a year ago from today, I made my Tapology account and I started. And I have a 68% prediction rate. It's not the best because I've only been picking 121 plus 57 fights. So I think it's going to be good. I know you guys are like crazy with this. I know some of you guys have black belts, purple belts, blue belts. But basically, if you don't know Tapology, the more picks you get right, you basically get higher in the rankings with your belt. There was a thing right here, a question right here where it shows all the rankings of your belts. And I'm pretty impressed if you're a pretty high belt. I saw Pick'em was like a 3rd degree black belt. And that means he has 125,000 points on Tapology. So that's actually insane. All right, so let me catch up. Chepe, Pinto, Gomis, Danny Silva, Ribovics, Barlow. Let's go. I agree with all those. Pinto by KO inside the distance for me. But I might play a little over 1.5 just to, play with fire. Throw knives, see what sticks. Pinto KO. Chepe can finish. Okay. Gomis by decision or split decision could be a good bet. And then Barlow KO for methods. Let's go. I like it. Let's go. Thank you guys for all being here. I had a 20-legger over the past 4 events that won to break, and it was Aibol Aslan. Aibol Aslan was playing a little bit too reckless. Yo, Magwan, what's good? What's good, Magwan? The GOOO. I hope you're doing good, bro. I hope all you guys are doing good. Just give me 1 second. My dog wants to come in. All right, so I hope you guys are all doing good. Both Danny's win. I think so too. You had a 20-legger. What I was going to say was Cutelaba was a good dog, and I did not expect him to submit him, bro. Even like if you had fight ends by KO. Let's say you had fight ends by KO. It doesn't hit. It doesn't hit because that guy got submitted. That was an absolute banger fight, and Cutelaba is still in it. I remember I was thinking Cutelaba was washed, and then he beats Tanner Boser. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then boom, comes back, beats Aibo Aslan, gives him his second loss. And we know Rafael lost as well against Modestus in the first round, so that was pretty crazy. But we're going to be breaking down UFC 313. We're going to be going over the entire card from top to bottom. I figured we give our early picks. I know a lot of you guys are already giving your early picks. I know a lot of people are going to like Carlos Leo. And we're going to do the first card to start it off. The prelims. We know that this is an absolutely stacked card. 11 bouts on this card. And Ray Saisura versus Joshua Van is going to be the first fight on the prelim. That's going to be an absolute banger fight. Let's start the poll. Let's see what you guys got. Let me know. All right. Honestly, in this fight right here, I remember somebody was saying Joshua Van's management is a little bit sketchy because he was practicing for Bruno Silva, and you're going to be facing an entirely different stylistic matchup within short notice. Very short notice. So let me know who you guys got. I'm going to catch up to the chat. Let's go. Dude, Aibo Aslan to break a 20 leg is absolutely insane, bro. I would have freaked out. Yo, Blessed MMA, what's good, my guy? What is good, my guy? Hope you're doing good. I hope you're blessed. The best is blessed, baby. Let's go. Both Danny's win this weekend. Chepe sub, good. DGen prop. I watched Finch bringing that up. Yeah, we're gonna see on Moneyline tonight. We're gonna see what their picks are. And what I can't wait for is I can't wait for Lock of the Week from MMA Experts. He's going to drop his Lock of the Week. We're going to see how he's going to be doing because he's on a Lock of the Week streak too. So that's going to be an absolute banger Lock of the Week on Wednesday. I can't wait. My Lock of the Week is going to be pretty interesting too, so I cannot wait. So we're going to be breaking down this fight. Joshua Van versus Ray Susaida. If I missed anything, guys, you guys can ask again. It's okay. You guys can do whatever you guys want. Van by decision. We know Ray Susaida is a grappler. He's a heavy grappler, and with this fight right here... Oh, by the way, we got a new fight announcement for UFC 315. My bad, guys. My bad. UFC 315, Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Davicius is now on UFC 315. Let's go. An absolute banger card. This is going to be an absolute banger fight. Give me Jasmine Davicius by decision. And we know that this card is looking good on 315. Jack Della Maddalena, Grasso versus Silva, Burns Morales, Santini versus Alvarez, Phillips versus Zahabi, Spivak versus Gaziev, Mike Malott versus Dalby, Nicholas Dalby. I don't know if this is true. Said Nurmagomedov versus Charles Jourdain. I don't think this is true. Or I'm not sure. Somebody confirm with me if that fight is actually happening. Gunnar Nelson, I believe he's fighting Kevin Holland, so I'm not sure if this is the most accurate. I don't think that's the most accurate UFC 315, but let's go. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. With this fight right here, Ray Susaida versus Joshua Van, I think... I'm going to go Ray Susaida. I'm going to go Ray Susaida by submission or on points. I think he should be able to win this fight. He has the grappling. He's undefeated, though. We know almost 11 out of 17 fighters have lost their undefeated record. Let me try to pull that up really quick because this is kind of an important thing. Let me just pull it up. Right here. So it's a picture of Payne Talbot, of course. But it says 11 out of 17 undefeated fighters have lost their 0 in 2025 inside the UFC. So this is an absolute crazy stat. I don't know if we've ever had... This is like a record-breaking stat or something, because that's an absolute crazy stat. So just off that stat alone, we could just go Joshua Van by decision. I'm going to be taking Ray Susaida early prediction, early pick. Let me know what you guys got, who you guys got. Van is coming for that 0. He is. He should be able to keep this fight on the feet, but against Cody Durden, he did get taken down in that first round. Looked a little bit sketchy, but then he was able to put the pace, put the pressure in the second and third round. I'm going to go Ray Susaida by decision. I'm going to take him by submission or on points. I think he should be able to win this fight, but I'm making a pick flip because I was going Joshua Van. So I might pick flip once we get closer to fight week. We know we're less than 11 days away, probably 10 days away from UFC 313. So let's go. Up the card, up the card, up the card, up the card. It's a short notice for Susaida. Yeah, it's short notice. Yep. Give me Van all day. Van is, when he gets to work in that boxing, he's crisp. Yeah, if he wins, it's by sub or by out wrestling Van, but I don't see either of those happening. I agree. It could be a very sketchy fight, especially on short notice. Just even the fact alone that he's undefeated, he could just lose. And Van has fought guys like Charles Johnson, who we know is fighting Ramazan Tamirov. So Van has nothing to worry about in this fight other than the wrestling department and the submission offense from Ray Susaida. Let's go. Get your votes in. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go. Curtis Blaydes versus, and if you guys remember, we kind of broke this fight, this card down. Curtis Blaydes versus Kunaev, because it was supposed to be on a different card, but then it got moved to UFC 313, and I guess it's better. I guess it's better to be on UFC 313. So now let me know who you guys think wins this fight. Who wins this scrap? I'm going to be... So with this fight right here, I know a lot of people are favoring Blaydes to... He's the veteran to win this fight. I have to do a lot of tape study on Rizvan Kunaev. He's pretty good. I think this fight doesn't go the distance. That's a very good prop. I think that's a good prop. LOL 100% in favor of Van. Definitely. Van defense wrestling was sus against Charas in round 1. And he did... I don't know if he got dropped, but he got a little hurt in that fight. They both hurt each other. Correct. Very good. Very accurate. Let's go. So, with this fight right here, we know Blaydes is going to be able to try to... He's going to try to be able to take this fight to the ground. We know Rizvan, I got to see his takedown defense. But we know when we look at his record, he only has 2 losses on his record. Those 2 losses being by decision. I believe both of them are by decision. So, he doesn't get finished. If he gets finished in this fight, this will be the first time he's ever gotten finishes in his entire pro career. And I think maybe Curtis Blaydes can get a nice ground and pound TKO. Maybe try to finish. Bro, race. Or maybe. Yeah, he does. He does. He sometimes he goes to decision. He has no finishing ability. But I like Taisu Taira and Reisu Saida. I like them both. But it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight. He might get absolutely worked. And he might even get finished. If I'm taking Van by KO or on points. I'm going to go Kunaev. Someone's getting KO'd. Yeah, this fight's not going the distance. Fight ends by KO. And maybe over 1.5 or under. I'm probably going to take an over 1.5. I'll go Curtis Blaydes by second round TKO. Ground and pound. Vicious ground and pound. To finish Rizvan Kunaev. But we know Kunaev had a successful Dana White Contender Series where he finished Hugo Kuna. And he can work that on Curtis Blaydes. I just don't know. We know Curtis Blaydes just lost to Tom Aspinall 6 months ago, so it's a pretty fast turnaround. I don't know how good he's going to look. We don't know. We don't know if he's still in this, if he's still in his prime, if his chin is still there. It should hold up. I'm going to go Curtis Blaydes by ground and pound TKO. Let's go. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this fight? I'm going to go Curtis Blaydes, low confidence. I don't know about this fight. Yeah, I got to do more tape study on Rizvan Kunaev. A lot more tape study. I'm gonna go Kunaev. Someone's getting KO'd. I'll favor the new EV Russian, which is a good point. Round 1 Van KO. Dude, that would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. Let me know who you guys got. 50-50 poll. All right, I'm gonna end this poll. Let's make another one. Now, Larry earlier was saying that he's on Mario Santos, and he shot a long shot parlay, which I'm pretty sure I might agree with most of them. Francis Marshall. Okay, guys, who do you guys think wins this fight? Let me know. Blaydes got a hit or miss, yeah. And, sometimes he's not even able to get the fight to the ground. We have to see if he's able to get this fight to the ground, if he's going to shoot for a takedown, if he's going to even get to the ground. We know sometimes he looks a little off, and he's susceptible to that uppercut that Derek Lewis caught him with. So sometimes his telegraph takedowns are too obvious. Let's go. Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. We know Francis Marshall is probably going to be the underdog in this fight. Marion Santos, majority of top he's going by KO or on points. When we look at Mario Santos, 1 loss is to Dan Argueta, who I believe Dan Argueta is a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. I just don't remember his last fight. Cody Haddon. He lost to Cody Haddon by decision, which was a pretty close. It was a pretty competitive fight. I wouldn't say it was close. It was clear, but Francis Marshall, his most recent loss to Isaac Dalgarian, who we know Christian Rodriguez was able to absolutely whoop Isaac Dalgarian. And he lost to William Gomis by split decision, who we know William Gomis is also fighting this Saturday. William Gomis has a little bit of a tricky matchup in his hands. For some reason, I completely forgot who William Gomis was fighting. I should already know this. William Gomis is fighting Hyder Emil. I should already know that. Casual alert. So, Mario Santos should be able to finish this fight inside the distance, but I will say when we look at Mario Santos, we know he just beat Khan Olfley, and Khan Olfley just lost. He just lost to Muhammad Naimov. We know Muhammad Naimov is pretty good in his division. So I believe this is at featherweight. The featherweight division is heating up. This is going to be an absolute banger matchup. We know he's from New Jersey, so I should be backing my boy. But I'm going to go Mario Santos, and I'm going to go by KO on points, but I'm going to go by decision. I think he should be able to win this fight by unanimous decision. I'm going to go by decision. I know a lot of people are going to be going by KO, but I'm going to take a little bit of a risk. We know he trains at Extreme Couture. We know Sean Strickland is there. A lot of guys, very good gym that he comes from. 24 years old, though he's very young. Almost a mirror match. Identical reach, identical height. I'm going to be taking Mario Santos. I'm going to take him by decision. I'll take the over 2.5. I know I'm playing with fire, but I think Francis Marshall should be a little bit more tougher than expected. We know it did get finished by Ozzy Dolgarian, who is a little bit of a wrestler. He's not really a finisher. And he beat Dennis Bazooka by split decision. That was a pretty close fight. I don't know why I picked Dennis Bazooka in that fight, but I'm going to be taking Mario Santos. I'm going to take him by KO. No. I'm going to take him by decision. I'm taking him by decision. My bad. I'm taking him by decision, but by KO or on points is a very good take. Now let's go up the card. I know a lot of people are going to be heavy on Carlos Leo. We know this guy lost by robbery to Rinat Fakhretdinov. With that being said, though, we know what happened with Steve Erceg, right? He lost by robbery to Pantoja, and then he comes and he has a lot of hype on him, and he gets knocked out by Kai Kara France. So, does Alex Morono have a chance in this fight, or is he going to get absolutely obliterated? Is he going to get TKO'd? Is he going to get TKO'd to the point where he's finished and he's done? He's done. I know some people are saying he's already a minus 600, massive favorite. And with that being said, I know a lot of people already said he's a lock. A lot of people have him in their parlays, long shot parlays. Majority Tapology is going by KO inside the distance. But do you guys think there might be like a little bit of an over 1.5? Or if anything, maybe Alex Morono can win this fight. Alex Morono can take a round. Maybe he can win at least one round. Or maybe it's just an absolute blowout. 34 years old to 30. Welterweight division, 5'11 to 5'11, 72-inch reach to 72. Whenever I look at Carlos Leo, he did pretty good against Rinat Fakhretdinov. I thought it was 1-1 heading into that third round. And some people gave him that third round. Alex Morono, he lost to Nico Price, which I picked Alex Morono, and then he lost to Daniel Rodriguez. I don't want to say this, but it could be a position where Alex Morono could be washed. We know Joaquin Buckley was able to go to decision with him. I don't know how. Alex Morono, props to him for not getting finished by Joaquin Buckley, because even Colby Covington couldn't. He couldn't. I think Alex Morono lasted longer in the octagon than Colby Covington, or maybe the same amount of time. I think it was a third round. So, this will be a unanimous for Leo in votes. Yo, Making the Walk. What's good, guys? If you guys haven't seen Making the Walk, absolute GOAT. What's up, Uselyis? Leo should put it on him, but Moreno is a vet. You never know. I'm trying to think if Moreno should be able to take a round. Like, can Moreno win at least one round? I know a lot of people are saying he's washed. I like Moreno. I remember him fighting Cowboy. I forgot what fight that was, but long ago. One of my first fights that I watched live, Alex Morono versus Cowboy. It was a pretty good fight, and I know a lot of people wanted Cowboy to win that fight. Alex Morono's he's always a dog, and sometimes he goes the distance when I don't expect him to. Like against Anthony Pettis, he got hit with like a spinning wheel kick, and he still survived that, but it seems like a lot of people are favoring Carlos Leo to finish this fight inside the distance. So, if we're going to take Carlos Leo, and we're looking for value, I'm going to go Carlos Leo by KO. Maybe he can get a ground and pound TKO. Maybe after a nice takedown, take him down, ground and pound TKO. Maybe we can get that. Or he just has success in the striking department and just puts Moreno to work. I will be taking maybe an over 1.5. If I see an over 2.5, I'm going to go for it. I know it might be plus money, but I might just play with fire a little bit with that over 1.5. I know Carlos Leo's tough. He's already a minus 600 favorite. Ty Brazil is his gym. And this is going to be an absolute banger fight. I think Carlos Leo should be able to finish this fight. I want to play the over 1.5, but I was actually going to go Carlos Leo by decision. But I changed my pick. I'm going Carlos Leo by KO. I'm going to go third round TKO. Late third round TKO. Late third round TKO. Maybe Alex Moreno just gets finished in the first round. I see Dahl saying first round KO. Leo is going to ragdoll Moreno from Infected. I agree. So, Give me Carlos Leo. 100% of you guys are going Carlos Leo. This is actually insane. This is the first ever 100% for a fighter. So we know if there's any lock on this card, it is one of the biggest favorites on the entire card. But he's a parlayable. He's parlayable. Parlay piece. All right, so I'm going to end the poll. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Let's go. Next poll, next poll, next poll. I know I believe it's Hernanov. Sorry, Hernanov said D Jordan. He's taking D Jordan Santos, I believe, in this fight. All right, who wins this fight? Who do you guys think wins this fight? This is gonna be a little bit of a tricky fight. So we could maybe we can make a Joshua Van Carlos Leo 2-leg parlay. Joshua Van. Oh, Joshua Van was also 100%. All right, so Joshua Van and Carlos Leo 2-leg parlay. I think it should be good. I think it should be good. So, Ozzy Diaz versus D Jordan Santos. We know Ozzy Diaz lost to Mingyang Zhang, but Zhang is an absolute beast. He's an absolute beast, so we're not going to take that away from him. But he also lost to Joe Pyfer by KO on the Dana White Contender Series. But that was 2 years and 5 months ago. Then he beat Chuck Campbell in the LFA and beat Bevan Lewis, and then he had a unsuccessful UFC debut. He's going to be taking D Jordan Santos. He's going to be matched up against D Jordan Santos. We know he just had a successful Dana White Contender Series against Willie Corey, which I have to rewatch that fight because I cannot remember that fight. But I think I remember the card. I think I remember the card that he was on. But it was he's in the UFC. We're going to see if he's going to have a successful UFC debut against a guy who I believe he's gotten finished in every single one of his fights. He either finishes you or he gets finished. So this is a kill or be killed type fighter. TKO, sub, TKO, sub, TKO, KO. So more than likely, 100%, this fight is not going the distance. I don't want to look at Tapology. Majority Tapology is going Santos by decision. What are you guys thinking? Are we going Santos by KO or on points? Ozzy Diaz has never went the distance once in his entire career. It's going to be a little bit of a... Maybe we can get some value on D Jordan Santos by KO. Maybe he can get that KO. I'm not sure. Majority Tapology is favoring that this fight goes a distance. 10-1-0 for the Brazilian. I'm going to take the Brazilian in Santos, and I'm going to take him by decision. I'll take him by decision. I'll say that this is the first time that Ozzy Diaz sees the bell. I think this is going to be the first time that Ozzy Diaz sees the bell. He should be able to get finished. Santos should be able to get the KO, but I'm going to go for more value. I'm going to go Santos by decision. I'm going to take Santos by decision. I'm just going to take him. Maybe if you could take money line, we could do a little 3-leg parlay. Santos, Carlos Leo, and Joshua Van. Nice little 3-leg parlay. Probably plus money already. Let's hope that's plus money. Let's go. Likely Santos. I might wait until weigh-ins to pick this one. Yeah, we got to see how they look in the face-offs. Sometimes on Tapology it says that this guy's 6 foot, but then this guy's 6'4", so we got to see how that 6'4" looks against 6'0". It might look like a massive discrepancy in height. I think Santos should be able to display his uniqueness and style. So I'm gonna go Santos. I'm gonna go Santos by decision. Let's go. Santos by decision for me. Let's go. Let's see what you guys are picking. Another 100%. Another 100%. Santos 100%. So let's go. Let's go. Oh, there's two Santos. I know somebody said, yo, what's good, Grimy? Grimy. What's up, Grimy? What's up, bro? I hope you're doing good, bro. Long time no see. I forgot what you guys said. You guys said that there's two Santos. So a 2-leg parlay for Santos. The two Santosos. So, we're on the next fight. Bruno Pereira versus Armin Petrosyan. Let's go. Let me know who you guys got. I know Larry said he's going to go Bruno Pereira. He already had a long shot. He put his long shot in the chat. Double Santos parlay. 2-leg Santos parlay. The Santos are going to win. By the way, thank you guys for being here, guys. If you guys can hit that like, let's go. Let's go. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's go. Banger stream. Banger stream. Last night I was laughing, so, I woke up a little late today, but we lit. So, Bruno Ferreira versus Armin Petrosyan. Let me know who you guys got. I already see it's 50-50. I already see the poll. It's looking 50-50. 67. It's getting close. We know Bruno Ferreira just lost to Abus Magomedov, who Abus Magomedov lost to Sean Strickland, but Abus Magomedov is turning his career around. He's looking good. Oh, what's good, Lane? Leal. Sorry. Maybe I didn't say it right. Leal. Carlos Leal. What did I say? Carlos Leal? Carlos Leal. Let's go. What's good? I hope you guys are good. Let's go. I like Pereira here. Let's go. Double Santos parlay. Let's go. With this fight right here, guys, I don't know about Bruno Ferreira. We know that this guy has pretty good hands, but his fight against Abus Magomedov, I picked Bruno Ferreira to finish that fight inside the distance, and he ended up losing that fight by submission. And a guy like Abus Magomedov actually looked amazing in that fight, and he looked unstoppable. It seems like Abus Magomedov is on a good trajectory. We know Armin Petrosyan just lost to Shara Magomedov, who Shara Magomedov just got whooped by MVP. Now, we know he also lost to Rodolfo Vieira by arm triangle. And Rodolfo Vieira lost. He lost to Petrosky. He lost to Petrosky. And the fact that Rodolfo Vieira was able to get a submission on Armin Petrosyan, he was even able to get him down. We know Rodolfo Vieira looked terrible in that fight against Andre Petrosky. Wasn't able to get that fight to the ground if his life depended on it. I'm gonna be taking. First of all, I'm gonna go over 1.5. I'm gonna go over 1.5, but I think that this fight doesn't go the distance. I'm gonna look at Tapology. Majority Tapology is going Pereira by KO, but I don't really have that same amount of trust that I have in Ferreira no more. Ferreira, I don't have that trust in him no more. For some reason, I don't know. I think Armin has a very good chance in this fight. We're gonna see how Armin Petrosyan looks. I remember when Armin Petrosyan fought Caio Borralho, and he went the distance, and I thought Armin Petrosyan was going to be up next. I thought Armin Petrosyan was going to be a lot better than I expected, but it seems like he's in a little bit of a weird position, and he might get cut from the UFC if he loses this fight. So, I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira by KO. I'm guessing majority of you guys are going it. Let's go. What's up? Let's go. Let's go. I see you bending corners in these MMA live. Yo, let's go. Let's go. So, I'm going to be going Bruno Ferreira. Let's go. Let's go for the win. I think he should be able to win that fight. And I'm going to go by KO. We're just going to take him straight by KO. Let's go. Bruno Ferreira by KO for the win. He should be able to win this fight inside of the distance. But what are you guys going to say? First round KO, second round KO, or third round TKO? Because more than likely, I'm going to take him by decision, by KO or decision. But if I'm going to play some props, I might just take him by KO, but if I'm going to make my prediction for Tapology, maybe I'll go round 2 KO. Round 2 KO. I think that'll be great. Can't believe Useless butchered my man's name. Sorry, Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal. I was even saying Jose or something. I don't know why. My pronunciation is not the best. So, Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I already see Thal. Thal already knows. He already knows the fight that's next. So, thank you guys for voting on the poll. That one was a little bit more closer. A little bit of a closer poll. Let's see what this one's going to be. Is this going to be a good, even, maybe 50-50? I think it's going to be like 78. I'm going to start a poll. It's going to be maybe like 78 Ignacio. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? Who wins? Who do you guys think wins this fight? Who do you guys think wins this fight? Who wins this fight? Bruno W. Bruno for the W. Bruno. Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes, by far one of my most anticipated fights on the entire card. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. And zoom in a little bit more. It's a little bit more zoomed in. Okay. Alright, so with this fight right here, we know Ignacio Bahamondes looked amazing. Shout out my guy Anakin. Every time I see Ignacio Bahamondes, it always reminds me of Anakin MMA. Anakin MMA, one of his best calls in the game was Ignacio Bahamondes over Manuel Torres. By far one of his greatest predictions of all time. Anakin MMA, what a great call. Because of Anakin MMA, I was actually able to pick Ignacio Bahamondes, and I got a little lucky against Manuel Torres, but he looked amazing against Manuel Torres 5 months ago, and he got that win. Yo, what's good, Ty Bets? I hope you're having a great day. My guy, let's go. I was waiting for Parlay Princess to go live. I don't know if he's gonna go live or not, but we have money line for MMA experts later tonight. If you guys want to watch that, it should be an absolute banger stream, and you guys get to see if like parlay time. They make a little parlay section, and it's pretty fun. So what's good, Ty? I hope you're having a great day. Ignacio Bahamondes might be a massive favorite in this fight. I haven't checked the odds yet. I know if anybody knows, let me know what the odds are. I think if I'm gonna guess, I think Ignacio is probably like a minus 250. Jalen Turner's a plus 190. In my opinion, if I'm taking a guess, we know Ignacio Bahamondes lost to Ludovic Klein, I believe, and yeah, he lost by decision. And Ludovic Klein's last fight was a little bit lackluster because he wasn't able to get the finish in that fight. Roosevelt Roberts, he wasn't able to finish him inside the distance, and a lot of people were favoring Ludovic Klein to finish him by KO, I think, or submission inside the distance, and he wasn't able to. So it was a little bit of a lackluster performance. But Ludovic Klein is very good. We know if you're going to try to be able to beat a guy like Ignacio Bahamondes, more than likely it's going to be by decision. I don't think you're going to be able to knock out or submit a guy like Ignacio Bahamondes. He has a very good kick, high kick. I'm going to be taking Ignacio by decision. I don't think he's going to be able to finish Jalen Turner. Jalen is really good, and one of my favorite performances from Jalen Turner is against Bobby Green, who we know that was a little bit of a late stoppage, but Jalen Turner is by far a really good athlete. He was able to beat Brad Riddell, and he had a little bit of a streak going. Prior to his loss to Mateusz Gamrot. So he had a little bit of a good streak over Josh Kulabau, Brock Weaver, Uros Medic, who we know Uros Medic just got knocked out. Who did he get knocked out by? Uros Medic just got finished by Soriano, and I was calling Soriano pillow hands, but we know that is a lie. And we know lost to Dan Hooker, but that was a pretty close fight. Against Mateusz Gamrot, it was a pretty close fight. Both split decision losses. Then he comes back, beats Bobby Green, and then he had that little bit of a mess up against Renato Moicano. He can win this fight. He can even drop Ignacio Bahamondes. Yo, Safety Vest, what's good, my guy? Let me catch up. Yo, what's good, Santos? Squared. List always expanding. Let's go. What's up, Grimy? Let's go. Thal, I like it. Bet Bahamondes at plus 105 last night. Line hasn't moved. Damn. Wait, he's an underdog? Whoa. I did not think Ignacio Bahamondes was going to be an underdog. I did not think that. Damn. Let me check right now. I'm going to check right now. Let me check right now. So, put your votes in, guys. By the way, thank you guys for all being here. And I'm not going to lie. I think UFC Asu ALMABAYEV versus Manel Kape is going to be an absolute banger fight. I'm just going to check the odds right now. Just check them. Let me see if they're on FanDuel. I'm just going to check. Nah, bro, they're not on for me. They're not up for me. But if he's a plus 105, I'm jumping on that. As soon as Baha is a dog. I like that dog emoji. It reminds me of Costas. It reminds me of Costa. Costa, when he had the domain face paint, it was pretty cool. Bet Bahamondes, let's go. I'm going to take him too. Once it comes up on FanDuel, I'm going to jump on it. Let's go. Just looked again. It's still plus 205. All right, let's go. He's a dog. We know that. Let's go. I did not expect that, though. I did not expect that. That's not going to persuade my decision. I'm going to still go Ignacio Bahamondes, and I'm going to go by decision. I know he was able to KO Manuel Torres, but that was a little bit... it was like a flash. Round one. I don't know if it was like a... I can't remember. I don't know if it was a head kick and then like he dropped him or something, but it was crazy the way he was able to finish him. I don't think he's going to be able to finish Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner is tough as nails, and the last time Jalen Turner was finished was by Renato Moicano, which you can make an argument maybe Ignacio Bahamondes by KO. Double chance by KO on points, but I'm going to take Ignacio by decision. I'm going to go Ignacio by decision. Yeah, thank you, Safety Vest. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, bro. You came in clutch with that. Last card on paper wasn't great, and it produced, 8 finishes, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 decisions, I think. I believe so. I'm not sure, but it was crazy. And absolute banger card. If Gene Masamoto would have won that fight, I had a pretty good parlay with Gene Masamoto, but you shouldn't parlay him. Should have just took a money line. I mean, should have just took Rob Font. I should have just took Rob Font money line. All right, so with this fight right here, I'm going to go Ignacio by decision. I'm going Ignacio Bahamondes to win this fight by decision. I think Jalen Turner's tough, and you know, he was able to get wrestled in that fight, and you know, he got ground and pound TKO by Renato Moicano, but I think Jalen Turner's very tough, and he should be able to withstand Ignacio Bahamondes' punches if he sees them coming. I mean, obviously, if there's like a flash head kick out of nowhere, maybe it might, you know, put him off. But if Jalen Turner gets finished in this fight, we see that he's gotten finished in round 1. He got finished in round 2 against Renato Moicano. Round 1, maybe like a little round 2, round 3 KO. Maybe if you're going to go Ignacio Bahamondes by KO, I'm going to go Ignacio by decision. Let's go. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Grimy already knows the next fight. Here, you guys have been studying this card. You guys have been studying this card from top to bottom. I have to do Ankalaev tape study. I have to do Ankalaev tape study. I have to remember that. I have to write that down. Bobby King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. We know this is an absolute banger fight. With this fight right here, I think it's going to be a little bit of a tricky fight. I think maybe we could play a good over 1.5. I know I just spammed the over 1.5. All I do is say over 1.5, over 1.5. I think the over 1.5 should be a very good play in this fight. But we know Bobby Green might have lost his chin. I really like Green. When we look at his most recent loss, it's to Paddy Pimblett by triangle choke. We know he, I don't know if he took him down or he went into Paddy Pimblett's guard. But I remember him getting like on top of Paddy Pimblett and then him falling for that triangle, and he wasn't able to get out of that triangle at all. But prior to that, he beat Jim Miller. Beautiful performance at UFC 300. And he also beat Nasrat Haqparast, who was fighting Esteban Ribovics. So we know Haqparast is tough as nails, and that's a very good win. I remember the day he beat AI Aquinta. That was AI Aquinta's last fight. He lost that fight, 268. That was the day Colby Covington was robbed. No, I'm just kidding. Colby Covington got dropped like 2 times in round 2. And he was bloody that fight. But that press conference was crazy. So I'm gonna be so let's look at his opponent. Mauricio Ruffy, Fighting Nerds. We know Gene Silva just looked absolutely amazing. Alberth Mahamondes, little bro of Ignacio. Hopefully he comes to UFC in Dana White Contender Series in 2 to 3 years. Let me look it up right now. Let's go. Let's go, bro. I heard, I don't know if it was Hernanov that told me that he had a brother. Okay, let me look him up. Okay, Alberth Bahamondes. Here he is. Dude, he looks like his brother. I mean, obviously, they're brothers. Or, I mean, sometimes you don't look like your brother. Roger Garcia. He lost by split decision his most recent fight. Oh, but he's very good. Prior to his most recent loss, he's finished everybody inside the distance. He should be able to make it inside the UFC. He's fairly new record. Should be able to make it into the UFC. And if Ignacio Bahamondes can get a lot of hype, let's say he finishes Jalen Turner inside the distance, you know, like the Ruziboev. Ruziboev's little brother got inside the UFC. I don't know if he still has that contract, but sometimes what's another brother? The Walker brothers. The Walker brothers are good brothers. So I think it's possible. I think he can make it to the UFC. Let's go. Let's go. Hernanov, let's go. My guy. Moneyline is gonna be lit tonight. Moneyline is gonna be lit. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I hope he wins his next fight. He looks very tall, bro. He looks tall and long, and he looks like he manages distance very well. Let's go. So, with this fight right here, majority Tapology is going Ruffy by KO, but we know Ruffy had a little bit of a lackluster performance against James Lyontop, and somebody was saying Ruffy's the weakest link out of the Fighting Nerds, excluding Bruno Brazil. I don't think he is the weakest link, though. I don't think he is. Mauricio Ruffy is very good. He has that technical ability. He has that unique style, flashy kicks, knows how to manage distance very well, manages range very well, and he can get to work. The only thing is sometimes he needs to get into 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, and he needs to put the gas. Against James Lyontop, I expected him to finish that fight by KO. Maybe he could do what Gene Silva does, where he like gets all like happy, like high fives them, smiles, and then he gets them. You know, he relaxes them, stops them from changing their pace, or like distracts them. I think this fight is going to have a little bit of talking. They're going to talk a lot to each other. King Green's going to be talking. I don't know if he was... I remember that fight against Drew Dober. That fight was crazy. That fight was a tit-tat, back and forth type fight. Honestly, I think Bobby Green can survive. If we're looking at the Bobby Green from even 2 years ago, Bobby Green goes the distance with Rufi. The same Bobby Green that fought Nasrat Haqparast is the Bobby Green that I always expect to show up, where he's fast, he's light on his feet, manages distance very well, in and out, good pop shot jab, very good damage on his jab. We saw against Jim Miller. Jim Miller was bleeding all over his face because of that jab. The jab could be a very good open weapon for Bobby King Green, but I think Rufi has this fight to win. He should be able to win this fight. I'm going to go Rufi. I want to go by decision. But we know that could just be a little bit of a skid. It could be just a little bit of a sketchy, maybe he was sick that fight or something, and he finishes Bobby Green. I'm going to go Rufi by KO. Rufi by KO, let's go. Let's go Rufi by KO, let's go. We're already on the main card. Amanda Lemos versus Lasmin Lucindo. Let's go. 80%, let's go. Bobby Green has a very good chance, in my opinion. I think he should be able to last like 7.5 minutes. He should be able to. But we don't know. We don't know. We'll find out in about 11.5 days. That is around like 1,500 hours, or I'm not sure how long of hours that is. But if you guys are counting down the days, the hours, and the minutes, I believe it's like 2,000 hours, 112 minutes, and 11 days from now, or something like that. Let's go. Amanda Lemos versus Lasmin Lucindo. We know Amanda Lemos just lost her most recent bout to Verna Jandiroba by submission armbar 7 months ago. With this fight right here, it's going to be a very competitive fight. Let me catch up to the chat. Useless. Yeah. Search up Albert Bahamondes is going to be an absolute beast, and he's going to be in the UFC. Let's go. Yeah, that was a close fight. And that's a pro record at 16 years old. Oh, I didn't know he was 16 years old. He's definitely going to be in the UFC then. He's definitely going to be in the UFC. Amanda Lemos versus Lasmin Lucindo. With this fight right here, I don't know if we know what we're going to get. Do you guys know what we're going to get with this fight? Are we going to get an over 2.5? Are we going to get a finish? Maybe fight ends by submission in this fight. I know Lasmin Lucindo's on a very good win streak. 4-fight win streak to be exact. Being to Walker, Poliana Viana, Karolina Karolacek, Marina Rodriguez. Who in that fight? I picked Marina Rodriguez. I had it 1-1. And then Marina Rodriguez gets taken down. Marina Rodriguez is a girl who I thought was going to be a top contender. And at one point, she had a very good win streak up until that one loss to Amanda Lemos. So she lost to Amanda Lemos by KO in the 3rd round. And ever since Marina Rodriguez came into the UFC, I've been very high on her. She was one of my favorite fighters to watch. She had a very good win streak. Amanda Ribas, Michelle Waterson Gomez, Mackenzie Dern, Yan Xiaonan, which is a very good win considering now. Like, even now, that's a very good win. And then she lost to Amanda Lemos and Verna Jandiroba, beat Michelle Waterson Gomez, then lost to Jessica Andrade and Lasmin Lucindo. All wrestling, all difficult matchups for her. And Marina Rodriguez is getting older. So, we know with that fight, that was a split decision. In my opinion, I thought maybe it was a little bit closer than I expected it. But, honestly, I'm going to be taking Lasmin Lucindo. I don't think I've picked Lasmin other than... So her last fight, I didn't pick her. But I don't remember her fight against Brogan Walker. I do not remember that. I have to rewatch that fight. But with this fight right here, we know Amanda Lemos has that power. She has very good hands. And she has a very good durability, in my opinion. We know she did get finished, but that's by submission. I don't remember the last time Amanda Lemos got TKO'd. She lost a standing arm triangle choke in round 1 against Jessica Andrade. That's fine. Right here. So, in 2017, she lost by standing elbows in round 2. I don't think she's getting TKO'd. Not even if Jessica Andrade couldn't do it. I mean, we know Jessica Andrade won for the submission. I think Lasmin Lucindo by decision is going to be the play. Let's go. What are you guys thinking? Amanda Lemos is 75%. 75% for Amanda Lemos. She has the hands. She has great BJJ off her back. And I don't know if Lasmin Lucindo would survive against Wei Li. We can favor the durability 14 years younger. Great point, though. I forgot Amanda Lemos was 37 years old. 37 years old for Amanda Lemos. 23 years old for Lasmin Lucindo. Damn. She's actually really young. She's actually super young. She's like 2 years older than me. So, with this fight right here, I'm going to be taking Lucindo by decision. But I know a lot of you guys are going to be going Amanda Lemos. I'm going to go Lasmin Lucindo by decision. Lasmin 14 years younger. We know sometimes the veteran experience can favor Amanda Lemos. I'm going to be taking Lasmin Lucindo for the win. I see what you're saying. Kanyan is by far the weakest link in Fighting Nerds. I don't know who that is. Is he in the UFC? I don't even know who. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's go. I actually really don't know who that is. Majority Tapology, majority of you guys are going Amanda Lemos. Let's go. Lasmin Lucindo for me. Let's go. Co-main event. Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. Let's go. Who you guys got? All right, let's go. All right, Dan Hooker. I think I'm going to get a Dan Hooker t-shirt. I think I want to get a Dan Hooker t-shirt, but we know this is going to be an absolute war. This is what I like to see when I look at a good co-main event. This is the perfect co-main event with the cherry on top. Everything we asked for is right here in this fight. Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. We know Justin Gaethje just lost to Max Holloway by TKO in the 5th round, 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Dan Hooker is on a very good win streak, and the momentum is all on his side. That being to Claudio Puelles, body kick TKO 2 years and 2 months ago. Jalen Turner, split decision. Matus Gamrot, beautiful win, by far his best win on his resume, in my opinion. Matus Gamrot, very good resume. With this fight right here, Justin Gaethje should be able to work the body all day. In my opinion, I think he should be able to work the body all day. He still has Trevor Whitman in his corner. He's been training with Usman as well. Kamaru Usman, the wrestling department, they've been wrestling crazy. And I know I saw something where they do this little thing called Joe, and they go like this with the bag. I think that's very... Yo, Lunatic, what's good, bro? What is good, my guy? Let's go. Yo, off topic, what's your thoughts about Beterbiev versus Bivol 2? I think it's a perfect setup for the trilogy. I will say, though, it was a pretty close fight. Bivol favoring the later rounds. In my opinion, I thought Bivol won the first fight. But you can still make an argument for Beterbiev. Every time those guys fight, if you can match them up 100 times, they'll go 50-50 every single time. In my opinion, I do think it was a little bit kind of sketchy. I was a little surprised seeing Bivol win because I didn't think he was going to be able to win. But that was an absolute beautiful fight. We know he was working that jab, working that 1-2. I will say, I want to see them fight again. I don't know about you, but I want to see them fight again. If you want to see them fight again, let me know. I think it's going to be an absolute banger trilogy. We know Gervonta Davis is also fighting this Saturday. So, actually, thank you, bro, for reminding me about that, because Gervonta Davis has a very good fight ahead of him this Saturday. And I think 2025 is going to be a great year for boxing. We already had Tyson Fury versus Usyk. So, it's going to be a great year for boxing, in my opinion. Let's go. I'm glad you're here, my guy. Let's go. Lane, are you talking about Kanyan Duarte? Kanyan Krueski. Okay, all right. I'm going to have to check him out. It's a war for sure. I'm hoping Dan gets it done. Me too as well, but I want to make sure that I'm not being biased in this fight. I want to make sure that I'm not taking recency bias. I'm not going a little too crazy with the Dan Hooker nation. I know a lot of people are going to be heavy on Dan Hooker, but he did get dropped by a jab against Gamrot. We know Gamrot was working in that fight. I will say with this fight right here, Justin Gaethje, I don't know if Dan Hooker's still susceptible to the body. One of the craziest beatdowns was against Edson Barbosa, and we know he just recently talked about that fight in an interview, I believe, and he said that he felt weird after that fight. He got body shot, TKO'd in round 3, but he showed his durability. And a guy that goes to war, you know, Sean Strickland, he always says, oh, we're going to go to war, But when Dan Hooker says he's going to go to war and Gaethje say they're going to go to war, they really mean it. One of my favorite fights from Dan Hooker, I think a lot of you guys are going to agree, or maybe you have a better favorite fight from Dan Hooker. Dustin Poirier, 2-2 going into the 5th round. Crazy fight. In my opinion, Dan Hooker won rounds 1 and 2, and then Dustin Poirier takes 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful fight, in my opinion. And I think we could see some similarities in that Gaethje fight. We could. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's go. Agree. Let's catch up. It's a war for sure. I'm hoping Dan gets it done. Me too. W. Hooker, Kanyan, Kurechki. Let's go. Agree with that, brother. It was a banger fight, but it was kind of iffy. Yeah, so it was kind of very iffy. If you think it was a robbery, that's fair. That's completely fair. We can make an argument Beterbiev was taking over in the beginning, and he could have taken that fight. No matter who won that fight, I think it was no matter what, it was a good fight. But with boxing, we will say sometimes it could get a little sketchier than we would expect. I don't know if it was a setup for a trilogy or what, but no matter what, I hope they fight again, and I think they should be able to fight again. Let's go. Poatan Shama. So with this fight right here, guys, I'm gonna be taking Dan Hooker, guys. I'm gonna go Dan Hooker. I think he should be able to win this fight. Low confidence on Dan Hooker. I might pick flip to Gaethje the week of the fight, but I'm gonna be taking Dan Hooker. I'm gonna take him by 48-47. 48-47 Dan Hooker. Yeah, 48-47, 48-47, and 48-47 on all judges' scorecards. I am taking that this fight goes the distance. I know a lot of people are expecting that this fight does not go the distance. We know Gaethje is favored to win this fight heavily, and out of the 69 that are picking him, majority of picking him by KO inside the distance, and the people who are picking Hooker, they're picking him by KO inside the distance as well. You can do a fight ends by KO. You can do maybe like an over 1.5 if it's not too greasy, and a little bit of a Hail Mary. You could take either fighter by KO, Justin Gaethje by KO or Dan Hooker by KO. I will say for me though, it'll be really hard for me to imagine Dan Hooker knocking out Justin Gaethje. I know Gaethje got knocked out against Max Holloway. He got finished by Eddie Alvarez as well. It's going to be very hard for me, and Dustin Poirier, it's going to be hard for me to imagine Dan Hooker being able to finish Justin Gaethje. You need a barrage of punches. You need like a volume. I don't know. It's going to be a very high output fight. Cardio is going to be a massive factor. The leg kicks should favor Justin Gaethje all day. If I'm Gaethje, I'm working the leg kicks all day, all day, all day. But I will be saying with this fight right here, guys, I'm going to go Dan Hooker. I'm going to go 48-47 Dan Hooker, 48-47 Dan Hooker, 48-47 on Dan Hooker. On all judges' scorecards, low confidence because he's a little bit weak to the body. And we don't know if he's going to get dropped. We know Justin Gaethje swings for the fences. And he looked pretty good in his last fight against Dustin Poirier. That head kick should be there. We know Jalen Turner was able to land some good head kicks on Dan Hooker. And I think that's how he broke his arm in that fight, but he was able to prevail and come out victorious. I'm going to be taking Dan Hooker by 48-47 decision. Majority of you guys are going Justin Gaethje to finish this fight. I think take Justin Gaethje by KO if you're on Justin Gaethje's side. Main event time. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys for voting. Let's go. I'm interested into seeing how this poll looks. I'm very interested into seeing how this poll looks. I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, and I think this fight goes to the second round. I think fight starts round 2. Who wins? So I think fight starts round 2 for the co-main event and the main event. I don't know if that's going to be greasy though. It might be greasy. With this fight right here, Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Let me just make sure everything's good. Let me move this a little bit more. Okay, with this fight right here, Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. We know Poatan is on a beautiful streak, and it's a little bit crazy when you look at Poatan and his run inside the UFC. We know Israel Adesanya just recently got asked, do you regret calling Poatan the guy at the bar? Do you regret calling him the guy at the bar? Do you regret saying that he's just going to be an alcoholic at the bar, saying, I beat that guy? Because we know they're on very different trajectories. Ever since Alex Pereira got into the UFC, his UFC debut, he had a flying knee TKO, I believe. And then he went to war with Bruno Silva, which was actually pretty crazy. Here it is. Andreas Michailidis, who I have not seen. I don't know where he's at. He got KO'd flying knee in round 2, but we know he was getting grappled in that fight. Rewatch the Andreas Michailidis fight. Andreas Michailidis was grappling, and he was having success in the first round, grappling, and he was looking for this takedown, and then Poatan throws a flying knee. I don't know who throws flying knees at middleweight. I don't know who throws flying knees at middleweight. That was crazy. I did not expect that. And then he went to war with Bruno Silva. 3 rounds, but he broke his nose. He broke Bruno Silva's nose. And then he set up Sean Strickland, touching him to the body, left hook. Nice, beautiful setup. Then he gets the title shot. 5th round standing TKO. Mark Goddard saved Israel Adesanya from maybe, maybe getting knocked out cold. I don't know. Whatever happened, it was a very good fight. 2-2 going to the 5th round. Alex Pereira wins that fight. Rematches Israel Adesanya. Very fast turnaround. Happened in November 2022. And then in April 2023, they're already fighting. Very quick turnaround. I believe that's like around 8 months. Gets knocked out in round 2 against Israel Adesanya. But if you run that fight 10 times, we don't know if he gets finished in that fight. And that was Israel Adesanya's last win. I don't know. Let me just make sure in the UFC so far. Yeah, his last win was Alex Pereira, so he traded his soul for that fight. I will say with this fight right here, it's going to be very competitive. But when we look at the guys, Jan Blachowicz, he won. I don't know. That was a very close fight. I know a lot of you guys are going to be going Poatan, KO, Shama. Very competitive. It's going to be an absolute banger fight. I do think when we look at Yuri Prochazka, Jamal Hill, Yuri Prochazka, Khalil Rountree, they're all strikers. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we look at it, the guy who decided to wrestle, Jan Blachowicz, he took him to split decision. Magomed Ankalaev, he might not even want to wrestle. We know his 1 loss. He has 1 draw to Jan Blachowicz, who they both went split decision with Jan Blachowicz, which is actually funny. He's the dark horse of the division. Magomed Ankalaev lost to Paul Craig by submission. Maybe Poatan can throw a little bit of some submissions off of his back. Maybe he could throw some submissions off his back if he gets taken down. But I don't want him to play on his back too much. We know he had that no contest against Johnny Walker, but then he wins by KO. When I look at Magomed Ankalaev, his loss to Paul Craig was a little bit crazy because there was 1 second in that fight. Round 3, triangle choke, 4 minutes and 59 seconds. I don't know how he just didn't tap. Like I don't know how he tapped. Maybe he just didn't have enough air. Maybe he didn't have enough air. But dude, there was 1 second in that fight. I don't know how he tapped in that fight. I don't know how. Let me see what you guys are saying. Shama. I don't know if I'm going to go Shama. I took Magomed Ankalaev the first time we broke this fight down. I think Magomed Ankalaev is going to take him down. But I don't think he's going to be able to hold them down. Majority Tapology is going Alex Pereira by KO. I know a lot of people are going to be banking on that KO. A lot of people are going to have 11 leg parlays, 9 leg, 5 leg parlays, all ending with Pereira by KO. And he's always been able to do it. He's always been able to finish that fight. I do not know if he's going to be able to finish this fight. We know if he lands that left hook, it's over. It's done. It's over. Lights out. Boom. It doesn't matter if you're a wrestler. And we know Magomed Ankalaev said that he wasn't going to wrestle. He said he wasn't going to wrestle, and then lately he's been tweeting. I don't know if it's Ali Abdelaziz tweeting. But with this fight right here, we know Poatan's getting a little bit older. 37 years old. The days are counting. 80-inch reach for him. 5-inch reach advantage for Poatan. He's going to be 1 inch taller, but I think he's going to be maybe 2 inches taller when they actually face off. I don't think they've ever faced off yet. So this is going to be an absolute banger fight. Let's see. Shama or no Shama? I'm going to go Shama. Let's go. I went Ankalaev, but a lot of you guys are persuading me. And if I'm going to take Poatan, I'm going to take him by decision. I'm taking him by decision. I'm going to go by decision. I know a lot of people are expecting this fight to end inside the distance. I feel like this fight's going to be very competitive. We know the leg kicks. He was getting whooped with the leg kicks early against Jan Blachowicz. And then he was able to win the 3rd, 4th, and I thought the 5th. But it was scored a draw. I'm going to be thinking maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to be banking on that KO. He should be able to finish that KO. And I know he has good BJJ. He has good BJJ. But dude, I have not seen his BJJ, bro. I have yet. Who gives this guy black belt? How does this guy have a black belt? I don't know how he got a black belt off of beating somebody by KO. But it is what it is. I'm going to be taking Poatan. Let's go Poatan. I'm going to take him by KO. I'm scared for him. Bro. I'm taking Poatan by decision. I'm taking Poatan by decision. And I see Lane, this fight ain't going to the scorecards either way, no matter what. So if you're taking Poatan, take him by KO. You can take him by KO. I'm going to be looking for the over 1.5 in this fight. I'm going to be looking fight ends by KO. Well, I'll just take Poatan by KO because I don't think Ankalaev, unless he gets like a ground and pound, I don't think so. Unless he baits him. Poatan has a good chin, especially being at 205. He's rejuvenated. He looks healthy. And like Lane said, he's not old. You know, he's an athletic beast. So he's probably even, his body's more younger than mine probably. Like, this guy's an athletic beast, bone density. This guy is not going to break his arm. We don't have to, we can trust Poatan. We can trust him. If Poatan's a black belt, so am I. Facts, bro. Dude, if I see Poatan throwing up a triangle from bottom, I'm going to freak out, bro. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to be like, damn, he actually did have some BJJ. He actually did have some BJJ. We know Israel Adesanya was trying to throw up some. But, dude, even that Israel fight, bro, Israel was taking him down, and he was controlling him. Israel looked like Khabib against Poatan, but we know Poatan cut a lot of weight for that fight. But, dude, I don't remember the last time Israel Adesanya took somebody down. Like, was the only guy that Israel Adesanya took down Alex Pereira? Because I don't remember. Congrats to you both. Let's go. So we're going Poatan by KO. Let's go. I'm going Poatan by KO. He's going to have that face paint. He better have that face paint because the one fight that he didn't have that face paint, he lost by TKO. So he better come in with that face paint. If he doesn't have that face paint in the ceremonial weigh-in, I'm dipping. I'm official pick flipping. I'm jumping off the boat and I'm going Ankalaev. Ankalaev is going to try to grapple with him. Poatan will then out-grapple him and shock the world and pull off a masterclass. Poatan Nurmagomedov. I wanted to pick Ankalaev. I was going to be picking Ankalaev, but I'm going with my gut. Sometimes you trust your gut, sometimes you don't. I'm going to go with my gut. I picked Ankalaev last week or 2 weeks ago. Now I'm going to be going Poatan by KO. Excuse me. I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we're going to go over UFC 315, and then we're going to wrap up. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys haven't dropped a like already, thank you guys. Let's go. I'm going Ray Susida by submission on points. I'm going Curtis Blaze by KO on points, specifically ground and pound, second round. Marion Santos, I'm going by decision, so I'm going a little crazy. I know a lot of people have Marion Santos by KO. Alex Moreno, Carlos Leal. Not Carlos Leo, Carlos Leal. I'm going Carlos Leal by TKO. No. What did I say? I forgot what I said. I'm going Carlos Leal by KO. I think I said second round TKO. Motherfucker, I'd pick up Ankalaev for my slip if it was actually profitable to do so. I thought he would have been at least a plus 250. What are the odds right now? I believe Poatan's a slight favorite, or I don't know. I know it's close, right? What are the odds right now? Poatan off. Ankalaev is going to try to grapple. Yeah, that would be absolutely insane. Matt. Dallas says Matt knows. He knows. He has a trick under his sleeve. Bruno Ferreira by I think I'm taking Bruno Ferreira by decision. I don't really remember. Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm taking. Uselyis has Tapology picks done for the next 6 cards. That's actually facts. Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm taking Ignacio by decision. King Green, Rufy. I'm going Rufy by KO. Amanda Lemos, Lasman Lucindo, Lasman by decision, but the people's pick was Amanda Lemos. Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker. I'm going Dan Hooker, but the people's pick was Justin Gaethje. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. I'm going Poatan by decision. Poatan minus 130. Ank is plus 105. Oh, damn. I see what you're saying now. I was expecting Poatan to be like a minus 150. Minus 150. I don't Hernan. Let's go, Hernan. Let's go. So we're going to break down UFC 315. If you guys don't know, Jasmine Davicius versus Jessica Andrade is on 315. I'm going to break down the entire card from top to bottom. UFC 315, we're going to go over it. It's in Montreal, Canada. And the reason why I'm breaking down UFC 315 and not 314, I think you guys know, is because of Manafort. Do you guys remember when I had Manafort as my profile picture? Yes, sir. Also, fight is oh yeah during but he should get an exhibit, or not an exhibit, and what is it called, like when you like not, I don't know what it's called. He should get an exemption or something, I don't know if there's exemptions, but I think like maybe only water. I'm not sure, but he should get an exemption. Maybe he's not going to. We could bank on, maybe if you're going Peloton, this being in Ramadan helps Peloton. He got that built-in excuse, Max. Just wait. Yeah, I do, dude. If Peloton wins the next, like the Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna put Ankalaev was robbed or something like that, like Kobe Covington exhibition. Thank you, my guy Hernanoff. Lane, Michigan, Pistons parlay looking solid. Was that on basketball or hockey? Let's go. I hope it cashes. I think it's gonna cash. Dude, I hate betting on basketball. I mean, I was having success in the totals and all that, but dude, the games take forever. No exemption for something like that, like this. He is way too devout towards his religion. That's how all Dagestanis are. Great point. Yeah, ain't no religious exemption. There's no such thing. I don't know why I said that, but I thought that there should be at least an exemption for him. You know, he's fighting. I don't know. Peace, everyone. Great stream. Peace out, though. I'll probably see you in Giuliano's stream. I'll probably see you there. Let's go. Let's go. So we're going to break down this card. We have, I'm going to break down this card. I got a little bit more time left, so I'm going to break down this card. If you guys know me, I break down at least 2 cards for stream. So we're going to break down this entire card. So far, it doesn't have that much bouts. It has 9 bouts, and that's why I chose this one over 314. We know 314 is a little bit more exciting. Alex Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Oh, and we didn't even talk about that. Ilia Topuria vacated his belt. I didn't even say that this entire stream. Ilia Topuria is running from Movsar Evloev. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to break down this entire card. Let's get into it. Let's go. Enough yip yap. Let's go. Dude, I remember the day Kobe Covington lost. I was a little sad that day. All right, so let's go. Majority of you guys are going Alex Pereira. The people's pick is Alex Pereira by 70%. Thank you guys for voting on that poll. Thank you guys for being here. Mike Malott versus Charles Radke. We know Charles Radke just recently lost to Carlos Prates by TKO. Body shot, knee to the body. Who do you guys think wins this fight? We know, when does this take place? May 10th. So right now it's February, January, February, March, April, May. So we have 2 months and 10 days. 2 months and 10 days, a little bit more than that. With this fight right here, I think it's a little bit of a winnable fight for Charles Radke. But this fight being in Canada, we know if it goes to decision, they're going to favor Mike Malott. I had Mike Malott by KO or submission, and he goes the distance with Trevin Giles. But I'm glad that I took Mike Malott. I mean, money line was like minus 800, but it was still pretty good. Let's go. I hope you have a great day, Thal. I don't know if I said have a great day. I hope you have a great day, my guy. Let's go. But that was funny though. Dude, I was in Argenti stream and he was playing Dragon Ball Z. That was actually pretty lit. All right, so with this fight right here, I'm gonna be taking Charles Radke. I think he should be able to win this fight. Majority top odds is gonna go Mike Malott. We know he had that little bit of a lackluster performance. Every time Mike Malott fights, he gets hate. Whether it's him losing to Neil Magny within 3, I don't know how much time was left into that round, but 4 minutes and 15 seconds left into round 3, and he gets TKO'd by Neil Magny. Very good comeback win for Neil Magny. I'm going to be taking Charles Radke. I know Mike Malott should be able to win this fight. This is early picks. We have 2 months from now. Maybe by the time the fight starts, I'll go Mike Malott. I think Mike Malott's going to be a massive favorite, like minus 500. But I do not. Did Jargens call back yet? What is that? What, dude, I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know what that is. Bro, dude, I remember you said that the other time. Let's go, Ty. Let's go. So, with this fight right here, I'm going to be going... I thought Parlay Princess was going to stream today, so that's why I streamed today. I think Parlay Princess is not... I don't think he's on today. He'll be on probably tomorrow. So, with this fight right here, I'm going to go Charles Radke. I'm going to go by decision. I think it's going to be a close fight. I think Charles Radke should be able to, maybe get some boxing down going. We know recency bias aside. That win over Matthew Semmelsberger was very good in my opinion. I do think he's going to maybe get taken down by Mike Malott. Mike Malott's going to be trying to smuggle him, win this fight by decision. Maybe we could take that this fight goes the distance. I think that this fight goes the distance. Google Jurgens. Okay, let's do it over here. Oh. Oh. Bro, now I get it, bro. Now, bro, I didn't know that, bro. I never read like bottles of lotion. I seen this lotion before. Dude, I seen this lotion before. And I never knew that it was called Jergens or Jergens. Very good body lotion, guys. If you guys haven't already, guys, go buy this lotion. By far one of the best lotions, guys, in the game. Me personally, I don't use this lotion. I think I use this is what I use for my face. Like Rugged and Dapper. Like Age Damage Defense. I don't use it for the gooning. I do not use it for the gooning. Let's go. I'm going Charles Radke, and I'm going Charles Radke by decision. Over 2.5 maybe for me, but I know a lot of people are going to be taking Mike Malott, but take him by KO on points or take him by submission on points. We know that this fight is, if you're picking Malott, majority of them are going by decision. He had that little bit of a lackluster performance against Trevin Giles. He wasn't able to get that finish, but everybody has one of those fights where they're not able to get that finish. I'm going to go Charles Radke for the win. Let's go Charles Radke. I think majority of you guys are going Mike Malott. I keep a mini bottle in the glove box. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure it's the self-tanning. Self-tanning. Oh, I'm too white. I'm too white. I got to get a little bit more darker. Dude, that's actually crazy. I didn't even know there was self-tanning on lotion. I know a lot of people like exfoliate and like do all that. Uselyis got that Trump wing. What? All right, so bro, I remember that when it got leaked. I remember when it got, bro, that is actually crazy. Mark, all right, so we're gonna end the poll. Let's go, bro. Covert, that dude. I remember Covert was getting Pick'em a little mad, dude. That was actually funny. That was actually funny, bro. But Covert's a troll. All right, so Mark Andre, let's go, Mark Andre Barry. All right, so Bruno Silva versus Marc-Andre Barrios. There's going to be an absolute banger fight, in my opinion. I need your help. I need the people's pick. Who do you guys think wins this fight? Do you guys think there's going to be an absolute banger fight? What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? Sorry. I'm going to take a little drink of water. Thank you guys for all being here. Let's go. Marc-Andre Barrios versus Bruno Silva. We know that this fight's going to be a little bit competitive. We know this is maybe they're fighting for their contract in the UFC. Just looking at their records, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Brandon Allen, he lost. Bruno Silva. Charles Magomedov, he lost. But he did take Charles Magomedov down in that fight. Chris Weidman, he lost. Ismail Nurmagomedov, he lost. We know Ismail is an absolute beast. Chris Curtis beat Marc-Andre Barrios. Joe Pyfer and Dustin Stolfus. Power Bar got one more win in him. Marc-Andre Barrios. We're in Canada. We're in Canada. What was that fight that he had in Canada where like I was like, what the fuck? So every time this guy's in Canada, I gotta check. But he has a little bit more success in Canada than I expect. Eric Anders, he got a fight of the night. Very good fight against Eric Anders, who we know just beat Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman beating Bruno Silva. If we do MMA math, Marc-Andre Barrios basically beat Chris Weidman because he beat Eric Anders, who beat Chris Weidman. But Chris Weidman was poking the eye way too much. Way too much. He was poking his eye over and over again. Poking his eye. Majority Tapology is going Barrios. If he's able to finish Bruno Silva, I will be very impressed. Bruno Silva has lost by decision his last 3 fights. And if he loses inside the distance, it's by submission, in my opinion. The last time he got TK, he got dropped by Gerald Mears. I don't know if he got dropped in club and sub, but he did get subbed by Gerald Mearshart. The last time he got TK, he does get subbed a lot. Kimura round 2. The last time he got TKO'd was in 2014. 2014 was the last time Bruno Silva was TKO'd, but we know his chin might not be the same. It might not be even relatively close to the same. In this fight right here, I'm going to be taking Marc-Andre Barriault. My guy Ty Betts, he called it. He said Power Bar got one more win in him. If both of these guys are fighting for the UFC contract, one of them's a hometown crowd cheering, Marc-Andre, Marc-Andre. Just everybody being in the crowd. They're going to be hyped. I think they're going to push him. And I think he looked pretty competitive against Chris Curtis. Split decision. Happens. 35 years old, 9 months. 35 years old, 2 months. He's a younger fighter by a little bit. They both have a lot of miles on their resume. A lot of wear and tear. I'm going to go Marc-Andre Barriault for the win by KO or on points. I'm going to go by a decision specifically. Let's go, Marc-Andre Barriault. Let's go. Now, this is a good fight. This is a good fight. I know y'all don't think Brazilian's going to lose to Oh, shit. Fuck. I forgot Bruno Silva's Brazilian. Dude, that's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight no matter what. Hailey Colwin. This is my most anticipated fight on the entire card. Hailey Colwin versus, let's end this poll, 75% for Marc-Andre Barriault. Very good. Very good. Good stuff, guys. So, one of my most anticipated fights on this entire card, Hailey Colwin versus Nora Cornell. Who do you guys think wins this fight? Let's go. Fuck, bro. I think I have something in my eye. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hailey Colwin versus Nora Cornell. The reason why I say this is one of my most anticipated fights is because I've never seen Hailey Colwin. I never seen her fight. I never seen her fight live. I missed her fight 2 years ago on Dana White Contender Series by split decision. I missed that fight, and I missed her fight against Jamie Lynn Horth. It was almost 2 years ago. So, I never seen her fight live. I need to see how she is, and basically, I think that she's a pretty good prospect. Bias aside. Maybe like a next Tabitha Ricci. Nora Cornell, though, is expected to win this fight by a landslide. 35 years old for France. 33 years old for United States, Texas. I will say with this fight, Jacqueline Cavalcanti is not a bad loss. We know she just won by decision her last fight against Julia Avila. I'm going to take Hailey. I'm going to take Hailey Colwin. Lord. Yes, like Gene Silva. This is my most anticipated fight on the entire card. It's going to be an absolute war. I think Hailey Colwin has very good range, distance management. I think she should be able to win this fight. Should be able to impose her will, have a good presence in the octagon. And I'm going to be paying attention to the ceremonial weigh-in. The ceremonial weigh-in should be an absolute banger. And it's about time Hailey Colwin gets a win. We need to see her win her first win in the UFC. She hasn't won in the UFC. She lost to Jamie Lynn Horth. But Jamie Lynn Horth is kind of tall and huge. She's like a weight bully. So I'm going to go Hailey Colwin. Hailey Colwin for the win. Let's go. Majority of you guys are going Hailey Colwin, but bias aside. Guys, am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging. Bias aside, I'm going to be Nora Cornell by decision. If we're going for real. If we're going for real, Nora Cornell by decision. But I'm not going for real. I'm going Hailey Colwin. When I first found out that this fight was getting made, I was like, who's Hailey Colwin? So now I'm ready to see her fight. Let's go. Weigh in with the Jurgens. All right. All right, let's go. I can't believe a lot of you guys are picking Hailey. Let's go. Brad Katona versus the guy who is Charles Johnson's son. Bekzat Al-Makan. Let me make sure this is... Oh, no. Umar... No, Asma Bekhanov is Charles Johnson's son, I think. Bekzat Al-Makan just lost to Umar Nurmagomedov by decision. I think this is the guy who was on Twitter tweeting at Umar. Like, somebody was saying that this guy went the distance with Umar and he's, like, pretty good. Like, he's a really good fighter. We know he's from, correct me if I'm wrong, Uzbekistan. I believe this guy has a lot of hype. Let me put the poll. I think he has a lot of hype. I'm not sure. I gotta check. But I remember a lot of people saying that this guy has a good amount of hype. Brad Katona versus Beksat Almakhan. Brad Katona is a good wrestler, tries to, impose his will. He has a good presence in the octagon. He lost to Garrett Armfield. And we know Garrett Armfield is very competitive, so no shame in losing Garrett Armfield. Good win over Jesse Butler. And then Gene Masamoto. We know Gene Masamoto just lost to Rob Font. In my opinion, Gene Masamoto won that fight rounds 1 and 2, but Rob Font was able to impose his will in the round 3 and get bloody. He got Gene Masamoto bloody, and damage trumps all. So Rob Font for the win. Brad Katona is going to be looking to wrestle, but he has very good striking as well. He's very good striking, but with this fight, I can never pick a Brad Katona fight right. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's Brad Katona. But even against Garrett Armfield, I had Garrett Armfield. I think a lot of us had Garrett Armfield, and Brad Katona comes up and he prevails. Brad Katona is going to be looking to shoot. He's a decision merchant. He can't really find the finish. I think this fight goes the distance. He's Canadian, but Almakhan is heavily favored on Tapology to win this fight. Katana by decision. I'm picking against France. It's gonna be good. We're gonna actually talk about the co-main event. That's gonna be crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna be picking against France. All right, so Brad Katona versus Beksat. I think Beksat should be able to win this fight. I see Ty is going Katona. He's going Katona. Honestly, with this fight right here, I think I'm gonna go Beksat. Beksat Almakhan. I think he should be able to win this fight. But with all that being said, guys, it's a competitive fight no matter what. Beksat's gonna be looking to impose his will. He's went the distance against Umar, and I don't know if I should, rate him highly because of that. Katona needs a W in Canada. He does. I don't know if I'm listening to the hype. If I'm taking too much consideration in that Umar Nurmagomedov fight, I gotta rewatch that fight. But I'm gonna be taking Beksat Almakhan by decision. Beksat Almakhan by decision. For some reason, I thought that this guy was the same guy that lost to Charles Johnson, but that was at 125. This is at 135. So with this fight right here, I'm going to take Beksat Almakhan by decision, over 2.5. Maybe this fight goes the distance. 64-inch reach for Brad Katona. But it doesn't matter because he's going to wrestle. He's going to wrestle. He has a lot of control time, if not over 15 minutes of control time already. Let's go. Beksat Almakhan. Let's go for the win. Main card time. We know that this fight got added today. Jasmine Davicius versus Jessica Andrade. Another one of my most anticipated fights, but not my most anticipated fight. I will say Jasmine Davicius is a very good parlay piece. She's a good parlay piece. She's a good person to fight for your money. She always has a lot of success in her fights. I see Ty. I think he said fight goes the distance. Fight goes the distance is a good parlay piece. Def over. Yes. I think I'm going to take that for this fight as well. I don't know why. My nose is itchy, but I think I'm going to take that for this fight as well. I think I'm going to take Jasmine Davicius by decision. We know Jasmine Davicius is 36 years old. Jessica Andrade is 33 years old. If you were to ask me, if I were to close my eyes and say, who's the older fighter? I would have said Jessica Andrade all day. I thought Jessica Andrade was at least 37. One of Jessica Andrade's performances that I remember very clearly is against Erin Blanchfield. Her loss against Erin Blanchfield was pretty crazy in my opinion, and it showed that she can be taken down and she can be finished. We do know Jasmine Davicius has a very good Darce choke. She just lost to Natalia Silva by decision, and that was a pretty clear decision, 30-27, I believe. She had a very good win over Marina Rodriguez. I picked Marina Rodriguez in that fight. She beat Mackenzie Dern. I don't know why I picked Mackenzie Dern in that fight, but her loss to Erin Blanchfield showed that she can be taken down and controlled. And against Yan Xiaonan, she just started running. She just started running towards Yan Xiaonan, and she got TKO'd. Tatiana Suarez got a good guillotine choke. But Jasmine Davicius is not Erin Blanchfield. So, I do think Jasmine Davicius is going to win by decision. I don't think she's going to be able to find the submission. Her most recent fight was a good win in Saudi Arabia 3 weeks ago. Israel Adesanya versus Imavov. A beautiful decision win over Mayra Bueno Silva. 30-27 on all judges' scorecards, I believe. Very good submission attempts as well, but was not able to find the finish. Her prior win was Ariana Da Silva. Lipski Da Silva, the over 2.5 did not hit in that fight. It crashed and burned. Fatima Klein she beat, who I thought Fatima Klein would have been able to have a little bit more success in that fight, and then she got Cachoeira in a Darce choke. Honestly, I see Jazzy finally going down. Brazil. I've been rooting for her downfall. This one is tough for me. She's too cringe. I'm going to go Jasmine Davicius. I'm going to go by decision. I think she's going to be a massive favorite, if not a minus 300, minus 330. And then in order for us to get more value, we have to take her by submission on points, or by KO on points, or by decision. Decision is probably going to be like a minus 130, or maybe plus 130. Jasmine Davicius by decision straight, over 2.5 for me. Let's go. Why'd you look? And oh my gosh. Dude, I remember that. I remember when that was in... Dude. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales. Let's go. Dude, I remember I saw that. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Alright, so let's go. Next poll. Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales. This is going to be an absolute banger fight. Absolute banger fight. Alright, let's go. Who wins this fight? When this fight got announced, I got so excited. I jumped out of my chair. I know Dana White said that he had an announcement in an hour. He built up the hype. We're all waiting for the announcement. What's going to be the announcement? What's Dana White going to say? Ilia Topuria vacates his belt. Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski. Manaforov versus Valentina Shevchenko. Michael Morales versus Gilbert Burns. He just makes a bunch of fight announcements. Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards. UFC London is always a banger. And I can't wait for UFC London. I see Crazy Kaz. He's saying Burns is done. He's saying Burns is washed. And he thinks Burns is going to lose this fight. So, I agree with you, my guy. It's just a matter of how Michael Morales is going to win this fight. Against Jake Matthews, I had Michael Morales by KO. And it looked like a little bit of a sparring match. Michael Morales was able to win that fight by decision. Let me make sure. For some reason, I thought these guys were friends. Jake Matthews, he went to decision with. Max Griffin, he went to decision with. He goes decision to Nikolai Vertinikov, who we know Austin Vanderfeerd whooped him so bad in that fight. With this fight right here, it's going to be competitive. Whenever I remember Gilbert Burns, I remember his fight against Kamaru Usman and Tyron Woodley. During COVID, Gilbert Burns carried. He carried during COVID, in my opinion. He's on a 5-fight win streak or something. Fights Tyron Woodley in a main event. Whoops him. First round, drops him. Wins, I think, 50-45 on all judges' scorecards. And that was the beginning of Tyron Woodley's, end. And then Tyron Woodley fights Vicente Luque in a banger fight. And Tyron Woodley's on the fence and he punches, he hurts Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque comes back and finishes him in the Darce choke. And Tyron Woodley goes to sleep. But Tyron Woodley's now in the GFL. Gilbert Burns against Kamaru Usman. He struggled against a jab. And that jab was working. I think Kamaru Usman switched stances. He went into southpaw. No. Yeah, I think he went into southpaw in order for his right hand to land. I think Trevor Whitman said, work that jab. He comes out in round 3, and I think he finishes him in round 3. I don't know how. I remember being so hyped. I remember that face-off was crazy. His loss to Kamaru Usman, power jab to ground and pound, round 3, 34 seconds into round 3. Kamaru Usman carried that year. Michael Morales should be able to win this fight. It's just whether or not this guy's going to be able to win this fight. I mean, whether or not he's going to be able to finish the fight. Let me catch up with you guys. Even I can't roll with Gilbert. Damn. I'd go KO or decision, double chance. Yes, sir. Actually, that's a perfect double chance. Let's see what it's going to be at. Hopefully, it's good value. I'm going against the grain here. Burns W, low confidence. Ooh, he looked good in the JDM fight. He did. He looked great in that JDM fight. He was winning that fight. I believe it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I don't know how much time was left, but there was a little bit of amount of time left. I think there was like a minute left. Jack Della Maddalena is getting controlled. He gets up. Gilbert Burns shoots a telegraph takedown, and he eats a knee to the face. And that was the first time that Gilbert Burns got finished by TKO ever since he lost to Kamaru Usman by TKO in 2021. Gilbert Burns is really good. He has very good submissions, very good BJJ. I don't know if he's going to be able to win this fight, though. It's going to be a very competitive fight. I'm going to be taking Michael Morales, and I'm going to be taking him by decision. I think Gilbert Burns should have good BJJ, maybe play a little bit off of his back if this fight gets to the ground. More than likely, it's going to look like the Jake Matthews fight, a little bit of a sparring fight. Let's see if Michael Morales can put this into second gear. He was able to finish Neil Magny, which is a very good sign. The fact that he was able to finish Neil Magny, and he was able to finish Chavin Giles as well, who Mike Malott wasn't able to finish. So I'm gonna go Michael Morales, and I'm gonna go by decision. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going against the grain, and of course we have to bring up against Chimaev as well, dude. Against Chimaev, he's the reason why Chimaev lost a little bit of aura for a little bit, and then he got it back after Robert Whittaker. But Chimaev, that was a crazy fight. 1-1. I think Gilbert Burns dropped Khamzat Chimaev in the second round, and it was a crazy fight, crazy battle. I remember Khamzat Chimaev was like on him, and then he like pushed him after the second round. I don't really remember. Absolute banger fight. But then Khamzat Chimaev drops Gilbert Burns with a jab, I think in round 3, I believe. Gilbert Burns has always struggled with that jab, and he's always a little bit chinny. So, Michael Morales can win this fight inside the distance, but I'm going to go by decision. I see majority of you guys are going Gilbert Burns. Give me Michael Morales by decision. I'm going a little crazy. The predictions aren't here yet. Damn. We are really early. If you see Michael Morales at a good price tag, you could take him. Very good parlay piece. I think he wins that fight by decision. But you could take him by KO too. Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. Is Alexa Grasso done? Is she never going to get right back to the belt? Did she mess up having a little bit too much hype against Valentina Shevchenko and then getting wrestled? Yo, what's good, Edwin? Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Let me start the poll. Let's go, Natalia Silva. All right, let's go. I think I'm going to get a little bit of my smoothie. I have it in the fridge. I don't know if I should get it right now. Damn, this whole card is vets versus old timers versus youngins. Yeah, that's why I love this card, bro. Bro, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Bilal Muhammad, oh, Canada, oh, every time UFC goes to Canada, oh, it's boring. Oh, these guys never stack the Canada card. Oh, yada, yada, yada. I always do the best in Canada cards. I don't know why. Sometimes I only get 2 wrong, 1 wrong. For some reason, I like it when they go to Canada. The crowd is always good. The only thing is, even when they went with Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis, it was pretty fun. Every time they go to Canada, it's always going to be an absolute banger. Good, bro. Great content. Let's go. I hope you're having a great day, bro. I hope you're having an absolute great day, bro. Thank you, my guy. Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. With this fight right here, guys, it's going to be an absolute banger fight. Honestly, I was on Alexa Grasso. Against Valentina Shevchenko. So the first fight I picked Valentina Shevchenko. The second fight I picked Alexa Grasso. So I was mismatched. With that fight. We know Alexa Grasso lost that fight. I don't remember the judges' scorecards, but it was pretty clear cut. Almost like 50-45. Pretty clear. Alexa Grasso consistently kept on getting taken down. Consistently over and over again by Valentina Shevchenko. And it was a little bit of a lackluster performance, especially for the Mexicans on UFC 306. Not for all of them, though. But it was a little bit of a... UFC Noche was a little bit of a rough night for the Mexicans. Not for all of them, but for most of them. Natalia Silva's a Brazilian. Going to be facing off against a Mexican, Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso is a former champion who won the belt by submitting Valentina Shevchenko, I believe, in round 4. After that, they go to draw. I don't know why I said the second fight. I messed it up. The third fight I messed up. So I picked the first fight. I picked Valentina Shevchenko. The third fight I picked Alexa Grasso. They go to the draw. The second fight, and then boom, Valentina Shevchenko gets her number and she's able to take her down and have more success in that fight. Natalia Silva just beat Jessica Andrade, I believe, by a beautiful clear-cut 30-27 decision, in my opinion. And we know Natalia Silva's a prospect. She has 5 losses in her career, that being Marina Rodriguez by decision, which that was a younger Marina Rodriguez. She was a dark horse at one point. Diana Felmo by decision, lost by TKO. So I was looking at this earlier. When I was looking at her losses by sub, I think maybe we can get a little bit of a Hail Mary. If we're on Alexa Grasso, what if Alexa Grasso is another situation with Valentina Shevchenko? She takes the back, she controls her, and she gets that rear naked choke. She has a very good rear naked choke. Once it's in, she has a very tight squeeze. She could get that sub over Natalia Silva. I will say that this fight's going to go the distance. I see 100% of you guys are going Natalia Silva. I expect her to be at least a minus 200, minus 230. And then if we're going to take Natalia Silva by points, it's going to be like a minus 130, maybe like minus 140. But I'm going to go Natalia Silva by decision. I see it's 50-50. This is what I like to see. Whenever I see a fight that's 50-50 on Tapology, it makes me hyped. Not only does it make me hyped, but it makes me more intrigued in this fight. It makes me want to think of all the possibilities that could happen in this fight. I'm going to be going Natalia Silva. 100% of you guys in the chat, the people's pick is Natalia Silva. I think Natalia Silva is a good parlay piece. And I see Crazy Kaz. He said Bilal as well. We can do a nice little 2-leg parlay. Natalia Silva and Bilal Muhammad. Nice little 2-leg parlay. I think it hits. I think it's perfect. Let's go. JDM was losing Burns' fight till that knee, so Bilal can do the same thing at Leon fight against him. Yes, of course, keeping him on the ground, and that's a great point. We know JDM against, I know, Basel Hafiz. It was on short notice, but it was a little bit competitive. He went split decision with Kevin Holland. Sometimes his fights are a little bit more closer than they need to be. And with Bilal, you don't want to be close. You want to be defending all the belt. I mean, you want to be defending not against the cage. You want to be defending in the middle of the octagon. You don't want to be on the back foot. And we're going to talk about that fight, but that's going to be an absolute banger fight. Let's go. Natalia Silva for me. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys got? Let's go. My most anticipated fight on the entire card. On this entire card. I know I said Kawe. So, Haley Cowan. My second most anticipated fight. And the co-main event. My most anticipated fight on the entire card. Manon Fiorot versus Valentina Shevchenko. An absolute banger fight. Yo, Ernie. Let's go, Ernie. I'm glad you're here, my guy. Hope you're having a great day, my guy. And I hope you're doing great. I got Bilal as well. Let's go, Crazy Kaz. I took Justin, but I see a world where Hooker can stay on the outside. Nice play with Justin. Nice play with Justin, because no matter what, it's going to be an absolute banger fight. Honestly, it's going to be an absolute banger fight. Hooker being on the outside, landing some shots, circling. It's going to be close. I was talking about how Gaethje could work the body. If he could work the body all day, that's his fight to win. Don't take advice from Tapology. I shouldn't. Honestly, I shouldn't. You know, sometimes I take so much advice in the predictions. Like when I look at this part, I don't know how this is not there yet, but even this one. Natalia Silva versus Alexa Grasso. Sometimes I take this too much into consideration. It's a fight. Anything can happen. And the majority of people's picks sometimes can be completely wrong. I love Tapology, though. One of the best websites. Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Let me know who you guys got. Let's go. By the way, that's a great play, Ernie. Great play with Justin Gaethje. Great play. I think it hits. Start. By the way, guys, thank you guys for being here, guys. If you guys haven't dropped a like already, drop a like, guys. And we are about to hit 2,300. So thank you guys for all the love that you guys have been giving me. Emojis on the way. All that's going to be on the way. More content on the way. 6 best bets and lock of the week on the way as well. Whole main event time. Let's go. Manon Fiorot versus Valentina Shevchenko. Don't take advice. Yeah. I got Hooker. I ain't trusting Justin after that max KO. Yeah, see, there's gonna be a lot of like, you have to take that fight into consideration because he got knocked out. We have to look. I don't know if his chin's gonna be the same durability wise. That was a mean knockout, but he did take a lot of time off, so I'm glad. I'm just ready. It's about time. Let's go. Let these guys crash heads. Let's go. I actually took that fight to go the distance, but I know a lot of people are taking that fight to end inside the distance, by KO specifically. To be fair, Dana doesn't have cards during Christmas or Hanukkah, but he should. Yes, I remember somebody posted on Twitter saying that on Christmas, I think it was like in 2010 or something, or I don't know, but UFC they did one card on Christmas before, or like a couple, and then they stopped doing it. But I would love that. I would love that. So, I'm letting you guys vote. Get your votes in. Vote. Say what you want. I see Lane. She's saying fade France. She's fading France. She's fading majority of France. Yeah. She's fading France. Although there's it's gonna be a good card. Great card. I didn't know there was actually multiple French fighters on this card. Manafort versus Valentina Shevchenko. When I look at Manafort, this is the only girl that I've picked every single one of her fights right. The only girl. And maybe that comes to an end, this fight right here. I will say, with this fight right here, I think majority of you guys already know who I'm going to go with. But I'm going to give a good breakdown. Valentina Shevchenko just went to draw with Alexa Grasso, split. You could make an argument that she won that fight. Then she wins dominantly, clear cut over Alexa Grasso. Now she's looking to defend her belt. But I don't know if she's a 2-time, 3-time, I'm not sure. But she is a reclaiming champion and she reclaimed her belt. Beautiful champion, 37 years old, 35 years old for Manafort. I remember Thai bets were saying Manafort is old too. You know, like they have a little bit of age on them. They're not old, but they're on the, later side of their career. The Beast versus the Bullet. Valentina Shevchenko has completely changed her style since the first Alexa Grasso fight. She was standing up with Alexa Grasso, and the reason why she got submitted was she kept on going for that hip over toss throw, where she kept on trying to head over hip throw over Alexa Grasso. She tries to go for it, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, and then Alexa Grasso takes her back because she gives up her back like that, and she flattens her out and rear naked chokes her. She learns in the rematch, and then she learns in the trilogy that she could just wrestle. She has a lot more success just wrestling, so I expect her style to be completely different in this fight, and I expect her to shoot in the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth round. She's going to have great cardio. Cardio is always on her side, and she maintains top control very good. She's very good at transitioning through guard, half guard, full guard, side control. I will say she's probably one of the best at transitioning through guard. We know Alexa Grasso is very good at taking the back and getting that rear naked choke, but Valentina is very good at staying in full guard, going into half guard, maintaining top control, make sure that her opponent doesn't leave, and sticking to you like glue. With this fight right here, I'm going to be taking Manafort to win this fight by unanimous decision. I chose Manafort against Erin Blanchfield. In my opinion, that was 49-46, 50-45. It was a very close fight, but Erin Blanchfield was not able to get that fight to the ground. She also beat Rose Namajunas. And when Rose Namajunas and Erin Blanchfield fought, the reason why I went Erin Blanchfield was because she had a little bit more success against Manafort than Rose Namajunas did. Rose Namajunas hurt her finger. I believe something happened to her finger. It like broke back or something. And it was on Paris card. So it was a little bit more clear cut for Manafort, but she did start leaking. She started leaking in that fight. She started bleeding a little bit. And she lost that fight she won that fight 29-28. She's on the fight. She's on the verge of getting a title shot. I thought she was going to get skipped by Natalia Silva, but I'm going to be taking Manafort to win this fight by unanimous decision. 66-inch reach. I don't think it matters. 65.5-inch reach for Valentina Shevchenko. She's going to be trying to wrestle. Manafort needs to keep this fight on the feet, and she needs to make this fight look like Erin Blanchfield fight. I believe Manafort got a little hurt in the 5th round against Erin Blanchfield. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Erin Blanchfield had a lot more success in the 5th round because she was understanding Manafort's style. She has a little bit of habits where she can get hit with a head kick. A question mark kick can land on Manafort, and we know Valentina Shevchenko is very good with that question mark kick. In fact, that's my biggest worry for this fight. The question mark kick, the high kick, the low kick, low kick, low kick, high kick, body kick, all the kicks, spinning back kick, from Valentina Shevchenko. She's going to be very kick heavy. By far one of her toughest matchups for Manafort because nobody else kicks against Manafort. We know against Yana Santos, who is in LFA. What's that girl called that Erin Blanchfield beat? Taylor Santos. She had a very competitive fight. And the reason why I bring up Taylor Santos was because at one point Taylor Santos was arguably like she was robbed. Everybody was saying Taylor Santos was robbed against Valentina Shevchenko. She was robbed. No way. Taylor Santos won that fight. She won that fight. But then when you rewatch that fight, you can make a case for Valentina Shevchenko. I'm going to be taking Manafort. She needs to be careful with the spin kick to the body, low kicks, the oblique kick, the kick stomp knee, the knee that John Jones does, the oblique kick to the side, spinning back kick, and Valentina Shevchenko is going to be looking better. The fact that she lost Alexa Grasso, she reevaluated her game, she sharpened her game, sharpened her tools, and she's not going to be throwing that head over arm the head over hip throw. She's not going to be throwing that. I'm going to be taking Manafort. Majority of you guys are going Valentina Shevchenko. I think Manafort should be able to win this fight. She should be able to have success on the outside, keep this fight on the feet. But if she gets taken down, she's not going to be able to get back up, in my opinion. She might get taken down for the entire round. Every round starts on the feet. I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to win the first and second round, grappling heavy. And then Manafort comes in heavy, third, fourth, and fifth. I believe Manafort has never won 5 rounds. Let me check. I don't think she's ever won 5 rounds before. So, cardio advantage is going to be on Valentina Shevchenko. 12-1. Experience is going to be on Valentina Shevchenko. 24-4-1. She basically has double of the experience that Manafort has, and she's only 2 years older. So, I expect Valentina Shevchenko, she's already a massive favorite, I think, like minus 200. I'm going to be taking Manafort money line. I'm going to just take the dog. I'm going to take the over 4.5 in this fight, and I'm going to take that this fight goes the distance. Let me know what you guys think. I see majority of you guys are going Valentina Shevchenko. Are you guys going Valentina Shevchenko by sub, by KO, by decision? I'm going to take that this fight goes the distance, and I'm going to take Manafort by decision and just money line. Let's go, Manafort for the win. Let's go. Main event time. In reality, this is probably the people's main event. And it's a good main event. By the way, guys, thank you guys for being here, guys. We'll go for like 10 more minutes because we're going to hit the 2-hour mark. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here, guys. I appreciate all you guys. Let's go. Asu Gomis for this week's lock. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be good. This 6 best bets in lock of the week is going to be very good. I fucked up putting Javid Basharat. I don't know what I was thinking. I put Javid Basharat on the 6 best bets. And he got knocked out by Ricky Simon. Bad. But he was doing pretty good early. Shout out to Ty Betts. I think he called Ricky Simon. He said, Ty Betts too and Dolesen. Dolesen and Ty Betts both called Ricky Simon for the win. And I did not expect that. All right. The last fight that we will be breaking down for this stream. Let's fucking go. Jack Della Maddalena, I already see 100% for Bilal Muhammad. 100%. You picked Ricky. Crazy Cass, he called it too. Let's go. That was crazy. Dude, Javid Basharat looked like Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal 3, I think. Or 2. I'm not sure. Jack Della Maddalena versus Bilal Muhammad. It's going to be an absolute banger fight. Number 2. Is he actually number 2 in the rankings? Damn. Let me check the rankings. Dude, the welterweight division is heating up. Shavkat Rakhmonov, number 2 contender. Jack Della, number 4. There we go. Alright, so let's imagine that this is the lightweight division. Jack Della is my Dustin Poirier. Kamaru Usman is like my Justin Gaethje. Shavkat is like my Arman Tsarukyan. He's not getting the title shot. He has to wait. Leon Edwards is like Charles Oliveira. You know, he's number 1 contender, but is he really rightfully so? And, you know, these comparisons are really off. Like, they're just to show, like, it's basically just because Jack Della doesn't deserve this title shot. He doesn't deserve the title shot, but he's getting it because Bilal Muhammad needs to fight. They're going to fight in Canada. Shavkat is injured, so Jack Della Maddalena steps up 17-2-0 versus 24-3-0 for Belal Muhammad. So this kind of reminds me of when Dustin Poirier beat Benoit Saint Denis and then he gets a title shot. You know, we don't know if it's that deserving, but I do think it's going to be an absolute banger fight, and styles make fights. But this is surprising for me. Majority is going Jack Della Maddalena by KO, and if you're going Belal Muhammad, you're going by decision. Belal Muhammad is a guy who couldn't hurt a fly. He can't finish a fight if his life depended on it, and I don't know how he lost to Sean. I don't know how he TKO'd Sean Brady. With this fight right here, when I saw Belal Muhammad consistently duck Leon Edwards on his head, you know what I said? I said, damn. That was by far one of the worst fights that I've ever watched, ever. And it was dominant from Belal Muhammad. But I'm going to be taking Jack Della Maddalena, and I'm going to be taking him by TKO. I know a lot of you guys are going to go Belal Muhammad by decision. If you're taking Belal Muhammad, maybe we could predict a nice scorecard for him. I know a lot of people might predict 50-45. I would probably say maybe 48-47. I think maybe Jack Della Maddalena can win at least 2 rounds, if not 3. We know against Gilbert Burns, he lost a round against Gilbert Burns, arguably lost the 3rd round up until that TKO, and against Basil Hafez, short notice, but he got wrestled in that fight heavy. But he's very slippery. He's very slippery to hold down. He's always rolling, he's always moving, he's always working. I'm taking Jack Della Maddalena because he's a finisher. In this fight right here, he can be getting controlled 4 rounds, 5 rounds. The ability of not being able to finish a fight. I mean, we could say Merab. Merab is really good. He can't finish a fight, but he's really good. He's a takedown merchant. I can watch this fight and I can watch Belal Muhammad take him down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I see Leon Edwards get that elbow on Belal Muhammad and cut him open and he starts bleeding, it gives me hope. But we know a lot of people are picking Jack Della Maddalena, but they're picking him because they like him more than Belal. So I'm not going to say that the clear-cut answer is Jack Della Maddalena. The clear-cut answer is Belal Muhammad to win this fight by KO or on points. The reason why I say KO or on points is because when everybody says, oh, he's going to win by decision, especially him becoming a champ, you get 10 times better becoming a champ, if not 30% better. Belal Muhammad might even be able to get Jack Della down and then TKO him, like with a nice ground and pound. He was able to finish Sean Brady with a nice jab. So I think I'm going to go Jack Della Maddalena, but low confidence. We know Belal Muhammad can win this fight. He's looked amazing. Even in that Leon Edwards fight, he knows how to survive. That first no contest, he got hit with that question mark kick. Got a little wobble, but he still knew how to survive that fight. It was a very good fight. Honestly, I think he finished Takashi Sato, by rear naked choke. So he has that good submission. He can get a submission. So maybe take Belal by submission on points if you like. If you like Belal, I think maybe a submission is pretty likely. But he has been working on his boxing. Belal has been working on his boxing. His hands have gotten so much better. He looks more crisp. And if every time you get better every single fight, I don't expect him to decline at all, especially now. He's in his prime. He's the champion. And we might be in a position where Belal Muhammad reigns, where he's defending the belt 3, 4, 5 times. And he's a higher on the GOAT list than Kamaru Usman. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do think he might have a successful title defense here. I'm going to go Jack Della Maddalena, though, and I'm going to go by TKO. If I'm going Jack, bro, I got to go by TKO. I can't take him by decision. I can't. He's not going to win a decision. I'm going Jack Della by TKO, body shot TKO. I'm going to go body shot TKO. I think he breaks Belal's nose, and he gets to work. All right, let me know what you guys think, guys. What are you guys thinking? Do you guys think that this fight is going to be more competitive than a lot of people expect it to be? Yes or no? Is it going to be a good fight? What are you guys thinking? Is this fight going to go the distance? Maybe an over 4.5. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. By the way, thank you guys for being here, guys. If you guys haven't already, drop a like already. I appreciate all you guys for being here. I'm going to get a drink of water really quick. Just let me Let's go. Fuck. Let's go. Dude, I just spilled water all over myself. I'm gonna be an MMA expert stream, guys. Let's look. Let me open a new tab. Let me look at this. Where is it? So he hasn't put it up yet. I'm gonna be in his chat. I'm gonna be on Moneyline, and he's gonna be breaking down Asu ALMABAYEV versus Manel Kape with Mike Finch. He's gonna be breaking down the entire fight from top to bottom, and they do a nice little parlay time where they go parlay time, and it's perfect because they break down a good parlay and they give you a free nice little parlay. I'm going to be here watching Moneyline. Thank you guys for all being here, guys. Let's fucking go. It's about time. Let's go. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys take care. I hope you guys have a banger Saturday, and I hope you guys all cash out on Saturday. I might see you guys tomorrow. It depends on whether I go to the gym or not. But I might see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to be more consistent. I know Sharp said that he's not going to be live because he's doing the finals. My guy Sharp, I hope you pass those finals. And when you come back, my guy Sharp, UFC 313. So you're absolutely blessed. My guy Sharp. Jack Della, decision, no action. I'm thinking perfect. Safety vest. You actually have some good plays. You have some very underrated plays. You, Ignacio Bahamondes, you helped me plus 105. And Jack Della, no action. Perfect. By decision or no action. Jack Della, decision, no action. Perfect. Let's go. W stream. See you at Moneyline. I'll see you at Moneyline, my guy. I'll be in the chat. I'll be typing W. I'll be helping everybody. And I'll just be chilling. I'll just be chilling, eating snacks like I always do. I always just eat snacks and chill. Hope you guys enjoyed this, guys. Next stream, I'm thinking of breaking down UFC 314. So next stream, guys, let me know if you guys like this type of segment, or if you guys want a different type of segment, like where we go over like news. So obviously I'm trying to get better at the streaming game. Next stream, we're going to go over this card from top to bottom. Next stream, we'll go over this card, and we'll figure it out, guys. 11 fight card, I believe. It's going to be an absolute banger fight. We know Carlos Prates, 13 fight card. I'm going to be breaking down this entire card. Let's go. I hope you guys have a great day, guys. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to play the outro music. Let's go. A new theme song. We got a new theme song. Oh, let me turn on my headset. All right, who's going live, bro? Who's going live? Somebody go live. Somebody go live. Spark up. Spark up. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for being here. You guys know I got this from Sharp. I'm going to be shouting all you guys out from top to bottom. Let's go. I'm going to shout you guys all out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My guy Larry. First one here. Long Shot King. Shout out to you. My guy Thal. Shout out to you. John Dong. Sup, I hope you're having a great day. I don't know if I said that, but I hope you're having a great day, John Dong, and I hope you have a great weekend. Hernanov, shout out to you. Larry, Infected, Mogwonk. Sorry guys, my nose is a little stuffed. Making the Walk, Grimy, Jurgens, Making the Walk, Lane, Ernie, Ty Bets, Safety Vest. And if I missed anybody, let me know. I got that from Shark, Lunatic, Edwin, all you guys. Shout out to all you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys take care, and I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys cash out. Let's go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go. Peace. I'll see you guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. The best is blessed, baby. God bless. 6 best bets in lock of the week coming out Wednesday, and last minute prediction on Friday. All right. Peace.